And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Inside, it's Marshall. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Motion from the wide receiver. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the 2nd level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it on the counter. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Throwing, Underwood. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt, defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play and makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
Final play of the quarter coming. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darian Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Mensah. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Pringle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Got the back over the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an...
And he's in! Touchdown, Canes!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he makes the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
If you believe that, you will.
Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Buchanan.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. We really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's lying, man. Because if she wasn't lying, that's
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
She would say, I don't give a fuck what you believe in or not. She would say, like, I'm sorry you didn't believe it or whatever. But
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
She's trying to make you have to be a fool.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer.
Yeah, Pat, blow her number, bro.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long.
There wasn't going to be no back and forth. Yeah, bro. That wasn't good when they got nigga to pick up the call, bro.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mark. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
I haven't been dating nobody for a while.
Quarterback making checks. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Throwing, Underwood. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 5 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Red Raiders coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
Pulls it, fired complete. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. That's caught. It's Buchanan. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Pressure coming. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Here's a heat. He uncorks one deep. Goes high to pull it in. It's a seam wide open. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
No.
inside. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Pulls it in. It's Marshall. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
With the draw, it's Marshall. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Underwood. Got it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep.
Hey, bro, I be playing online on FIFA. Where that shit from, bro?
Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
I'm trying to get ready for next season.
I can't remember what day it was.
First play of the drive comes from the 22.
Yeah.
Shows him the stiff arm. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Looking for room. It's Fletcher. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Mensah. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Michigan offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game.
Bitch.
To get something on
Come on, man.
And he never had
Come
a
on,
chance.
man.
Just stop cold.
That's that boy right there, man.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them.
Give me that shit,
nothing
Dre.
really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Come on, man. You see
Touchdown,
that?
Miami. The defense putting points on the
Boy,
board.
Sure, Jay.
They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
You don't know about the Prams, La Liga, and all that, nigga.
I know what La Liga is.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25.
Woo!
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw.
Tristan.
Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That's how long they've been doing it.
I wouldn't say that.
That's a good concept, man.
Do that shit.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first
They
down.
do?
No.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. With the catch, it's Marsh. And they swarm him under.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game with the fourth quarter trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away.
But then they'll have to draft.
Quarter, and they need to keep this drive
But
going
then,
to
so that
win.
means
I
you
say
telling them
go
to
for
forfeit up their draft?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.
This is transfers.
Fourth down, Underwood.
Yeah.
He's got
Somebody
enough
can
for
buy
first
you out for
down,
real.
and they roll the dice
It's
and
very
convert
easy
to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Throughout the season,
First down,
I know for a fact,
physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
To
I feel like this guy,
Barcelona,
too, is just an
they wanna leave after that.
explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
We still
If you give this
qualify for
guy just a
champions, but I was like,
crease,
damn, bro,
he's
they're
going to
doing
hit it.
our best.
And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Man,
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense.
crazy how, like, how
You can't get much.
the odds.
You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the
They've been
football.
whooping our ass, though,
Then
recently,
getting
I
that
can't even
big
lie.
chunk, getting in second and short. Not a good job by this defense.
But back then,
And
boy,
it
when we
goes through his
had
hands. Oh, he had an explosive
Carlos
play
Tevez
right
and
there
Wayne
for the
Williams,
taking,
they
but
just
couldn't reel it in.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
That's me, right? You called a yellow flag? Oh, nigga, man.
Underwood in the gun on third down. He makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
I'm trying to get you out here for a minute.
They'll move the tight end.
To play today.
The offense changing the play.
No, we had to play soccer, bro, because you want to play 2K. They'll be asking you, like, you want to play 2K, but nah, bro.
Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Get out of here.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Bitch!
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory.
You okay?
Keeps it himself. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's